G35 in the lab. Shout out JIBEATS. Hey, everybody listen up. Before we get any further into this video, make sure you guys drop down and hit that subscribe button. All you new viewers, make sure you guys subscribe up. It's gonna be a big video too, so make sure you guys are locked in the whole time. Alright, let's get this jumping. Alright, we got the pipes right here. Motordyne art pipes. Got all the tools. Some PB blaster. And then all the hardware. Some gaskets. And O2 sensor remover. So let's get the car up. And we'll go from there. Alright, car's up. I got the wheels chalked in the back, in the front and the back of the rear tires. And this is where we got it jacked up on the jack stand. This is where we're at on the jack stand. I got the floor jack still there. This thing's leaking air somewhere out of this thing too. It's kind of sketch. But again, rear tires are chalked. So I'm gonna open up the hood. I could access the bolts from inside the hood and underneath too. These gaskets are toasted. Look at that cat. Look like it's been held up on jack stands right there. That's insane. And then we got the other bolts right here. It's a triangle, so there's one right there on the bottom and two up on the top on both sides. I'm gonna hit these bolts with some PB blaster. Let it sit on there for a minute. Same thing with these ones. But I'm gonna put the camera down. I don't want this shit dripping all over my face. I got the other side. I got that O2 sensor broken loose. Now you guys can use this part here. It's a 22 millimeter, or you guys can use an open end wrench. I was overthinking it and trying to use this. It's just a little too complicated. There's not much space down here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So if you guys do choose to use this O2 sensor remover, just thread it on, come in at an angle from the top, down, just like that. And then you guys can break it loose. Okay, you guys see how I had it? I had the wrench on that O2 sensor just like that and broke it loose. See, now we're free. Another thing, I don't know if it's just missing on mine or what, but I was watching a video and saw someone saying something about a bracket to hold on the cats. So if you guys have that bracket, just remove it, and then the clip for the O2 sensor wire. Alright you guys, so far on the passenger side, what I've used to break two of the nuts off is a flex ratchet with a deep socket and a wrench. So when you get down here, this one right here, on the bottom side, you can fit a wrench in there, get it broken off like that. And then I got the top one off with the ratchet and the extended socket. But make sure you guys get a flex ratchet so it can move around and give you a little bit more space. But you guys see that? I got that on. Now you can break it right there. There's not too much space, but that's how I did it. Alright you guys, on the passenger side, this is how we got the 3 bolts undone. So let me slide under here. Alright, this was the trickiest one for me on this side. The one on the top of the cat. I got like 2 extensions on here. Or if you guys have the right size extension with a deep socket, you can get to the one on top. I just broke it. And see, now we can drive it off. The one on the bottom is super easy. You could just break it off with a wrench from right here. See, I got all this space to work with. Wrench in there, bam, break it off. That one's good. And then the one up top on the other side, I just used that flex ratchet and the deep socket. I was able to get it off like that. So for this one, I basically have this ratchet folded in half, and I'm using it as more torque to drive off that bolt, or the nut off the bolt, instead of just driving it off with the extension by itself. Okay, and then the one on the top on the other side, just using the ratchet with the deep socket. We can drive it off like that. So I'm gonna pop all these off. I'm gonna hit these other ones too on the bottom end on both sides right here, and then I'm gonna figure out the last bolt that I have on the driver's side, the one that's on the top. I'm gonna try to get that one off. I'll show you guys how I get that too. Alright, so we got all the bolts broken except for one that I fucking stripped, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. But the way I got these off on this side, the one on the outside, I just used a wrench and knocked it a few times with a hammer. Sorry for this lighting. Get over here. Alright guys. So for the one on the inside, this one right here, I used a long torque wrench or a breaker bar, and I broke it from basically under the car on that side. And this one on the other side, this bolt, I just stuck a wrench on there and just tapped it a couple times with a hammer. And I also just figured out the last bolt on the top, on the driver's side, I got with the ratchet and the deep socket right there. You guys got to go over the pipe. You see this pipe right here, the cat? You guys go over that, and you guys can ratchet it off right there. Okay, so now I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna get this strip bolt off, and then I'll give y'all an update. Fucking getting worked right now. Alright, if y'all still watching, make sure you guys fucking subscribe up, bro. Let's run it up. Let's run this video up. Let's make sure this one pops off. Alright gang, we got 9 out of the 10 nuts off, and we're busting out the vice grips to get this last bolt out. This is the one I stripped. I should have used a wrench instead of that torque wrench, or that breaker bar with the socket, but all good. Let's see if I can break it off. If not, I'm gonna just keep fucking going at it until it tears up and I can pull out the pipe.
JIBEATS. Go right there. By any means I was gonna get that off, bro. That bolt didn't stand a chance. Alright, finally we got this shit free. So now hopefully I can pull it out. I'm gonna go make sure everything's... Oh, that's the last one right there. I'm gonna pull this out. Let's get this off. With these O2 sensors,
I'm just unbolting this bracket right here and then unclipping it. These things are a pain in the ass to unclip. Push this tab in right here and pull it off. Easy. Hey y'all, check it out. We got one out. Look at the gaskets. These things are cooked. That one looks decent, which is good because I only have one of these, so maybe I'll just fucking reuse this instead of running to the store. Things are heavy too. Oh, honestly, this taking it out was a pain in the ass too, even after it's unbolted. Just because the bolts that are still in there, you can hardly like move this exhaust system back. You just got to keep going inside each side, alternate, move it around, try the other side until you get it. And now we're gonna get the other cat. Let's pull it out real quick. Got these joints out. Cats are out. Let's slap these new ones on. Yeah, these are definitely much lighter too. Much lighter than those old ones. And remember too, when you guys are putting on the new pipes, thread those bolts in and then just slowly hand tighten each one. Because if you tighten one side too much, you're not going to be able to have any room to play with to bolt on the other side. I'm going to run the engine real quick with no cats on. You guys check it out. I know one of y'all knows the answer to my question. So with this bolt down here, am I supposed to take that bolt out? Let me know. I'm gonna reuse it. And if I am supposed to take it out, how the fuck do you take that out? There's a hardware that comes with these pipes. I got 10 bolts. And if that bolt stays in there, that's 8 in total. Also, does it matter what side these gaskets go? Does it matter which way? I'm gonna put this side in on right there. You guys see how I have it just threaded on? So I can move this around and you can line it up. So just thread it on so it'll hold in place for you. That way it holds it up. Same thing on this side. I got just as much room to mess around with. And if you need to, loosen them back up and line it up right. Alright guys, what I'm doing is I'm just hanging that gasket up right here. And then I'm going to thread it in. And then once I have it threaded in, I'm going to use that nut to keep it in place. Hey, you guys got to run this video up, bro. I don't know about anyone else throwing these videos out here, giving you these good ass angles, good lighting and all these tricks and shit. You guys better fucking run this shit up, bro. Share it with your homies. So you guys see how I got that lined up? Now I'm gonna just tie that nut on the end of there. That way it'll hold in place, and we can adjust this, put that gasket in there, and then tie up that bottom one. We'll hit the last one too. Just slowly tightening everything up. I'm using a 9/16 ratcheting wrench. Makes it a whole lot easier. I remember my grandpa, me and him were fixing a fence, and he was eyeballing a bolt on there. He's like, "What size do you think that is?" And I said 14 millimeter or like 12 millimeter, whatever it was. And he's like, he's like, "You're too used to working on your cars." Rest in peace, Papa. Taught me a lot. Alright, we're all good, folks. We're all good. I got everything bolted up. How we looking? Not bad, not bad. Alright guys, get my ass out of here, man. Oh shit, I'm busted up right now. Look at this shit. Hey, if you guys enjoyed this video, or if you found it helpful, make sure you guys fucking subscribe, bro. Let's run this video up to the top. Alright? Make sure you guys drop some comments. Let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna let you guys hear the exhaust one time, and then I'm out of here. Peace out, y'all. It's smoky up in there. still up in there. Hey, if you guys are still listening, I appreciate you guys for real. You guys keep being you. Keep working hard. I'll see you guys next time. We out of here.